It seems like the devs at FacePunch have been working around the clock to provide a ton of commits to S&box. And of course, if you haven't seen the last Roundup, check in the top right corner of your screen. Welcome to the Roundup. Starting off with an update on the developer torture service, it still seems to be down. An official response as to why has been posted on the S&box wiki saying, it's currently inactive indefinitely. But S&box's developer service still remains quite the difficult game to get an early access key to within its early development state. And if you want to make sure to stay up to date when the Raffle returns once more again, make sure to sub to the channel. New assets have been added to Acid.Party. Jason has been providing a ton of new assets like bin bags, or garbage bags for my fellow Americans watching, which can be used for a numerous amount of games to be made within S&box, and also providing an in-game screenshot as an example. This is a very interesting screenshot. As you can see, there is a model of a man standing with his entire body and face covered in a dark cloth. I personally thought this was photoshopped, but it's not, which is weird and a uncanny part about the screenshot. This also could be possibly a hint at maybe another player model, maybe in S&box? It could just be a static model that's just only used as an asset size reference though. Input actions have been added to S&box's source 2 development tools that come with the game. Now, this may seem like it's not much of a big deal for many, but according to S&box's wiki page, this allows you to convert inputs from your keyboard, mouse, and controller into the game, which is called actions. This is a huge deal due to the fact that obviously you can customize how exactly you want the controls of your game to be and play like when you publish it in S&box. And with the option to also add inputs for controller support is a lot more exciting, providing another method for players who want to play the game aside from just only keyboard and mouse, but also within VR2. Moving into updates with Terry, Backscratch has updated the avatar page in the S&box main menu to incorporate a new park-like background to add more character, and which you can rotate around and zoom in when customizing your character to see. There's a more defined and finished version currently on the game, as you can see on your screen. 2 new pieces of clothing have been added by Dan once more again, which include the loose trousers and the bin or garbage man outfit. A new sliding animation for Terry has been added by Max into the game. It looks like Terry will have different states when sliding on a flat surface, falling off a surface while sliding, and also trying to stop when sliding too. Very excited to see how this will be incorporated into the game fully. Matt comes through with an interesting update on Hammer Gizmos. Now, for those that aren't devs and want to know what this is, according to the S&box wiki, this allows you to visualize what your game map entities will look like before baking your map. So a good example, as shown on screen, is this fence door opening and closing and customizing it to open slightly or open all the way up when you interact with it in the game. So for the final 2 things I'm going to show, these are quite weird updates that honestly, I've been trying to think about a little bit more as to see what they actually are about. Starting off with Tommy Daz's update of electrical sockets, switches, and plugs, which states is in a work in progress. I'm not sure exactly what this could be about or for, but if you think you might know what it is or you're dev, leave a comment down below telling me what this could be about. And finally, this one is another weird example of gizmos working in-engine by Gary Newman himself, which show this incredibly horrifying swarm of flying bananas just floating around and being weird. But I guess it's just showing a whole example for what I mentioned before. And that's all we have for this roundup. If you want to get some more S&box content, check out this video on screen where I discuss if S&box's add-on system can be even better than Gary's mod system in the long run. Otherwise, thank you for watching and see you next time.